everyone. Welcome. Happy holidays. My name is Alex Sabatelli-Rager, and I want to welcome you to this call tonight. We are talking about X39 and LifeWave, the company, a bit about brand partnership, this industry that we are part of. So wherever you are coming in, whether you're just learning about the product for the first time, maybe you've been taking it, or you haven't been patched yet, whatever the situation, you're taking a look at maybe joining this team or taking it to the next level. You're going to learn a lot today, and we're going to cover in about 35 minutes, probably 35 minutes or so. And I just want to let you know that I'm not here to speak in any way about diagnosing, curing, treating, or preventing any diseases. But you're going to be mind blown when you kind of see what can happen when the body has what it needs to heal and to regenerate and to repair and rebuild itself. It's incredible. So get some note paper out, be thinking of other people as you're listening to this information, because whether you're looking again at this for yourself or someone else, I'm telling you, you can't keep this information to yourself, and I hope you wouldn't. We don't know who you know, and everyone needs to be on this patch because they're taking a whole lot of stuff for a whole lot of reasons, and the body is a miracle when we have a tool like this to be able to support it. So we're going to dive on in just a second. First things first, I'm going to share our new schedule with you here. I did have this up just a moment ago, but I want to go ahead and share it with you now. We've got some new calls coming up here in this new year of 2024. Of course, we have this call every Monday and Wednesday of the week at this same time and station and on YouTube. Except for next week, of course, is New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I can't remember, on Monday. So we will not be having a call on Monday. So you'll see here we have a leadership lab on Mondays that's being added. That actually starts on the 8th, not on the 1st. So the leadership lab is brand new, so definitely tune into the Facebook group to learn about that. That is going to be getting from manager to director and above. That's really the focus of that group, and it's meant to be interactive. Of course, the opportunity meetings, and then we have the launch lab that we just did, which we do every Wednesday, which is for getting started and learning the basics of getting started, all kinds of things to help you to successfully launch your business, to get to that manager level. Then you jump over into the leadership lab and plug your new people into launch lab. And then, of course, we have this same meeting where we cover the product, the industry, the company, and a little bit about the marketing plan or our compensation plan on Wednesdays every week. And I will be here again next week for that. And then we have a business building call on Saturdays. So make sure you have a screenshot of this and that you have this in your calendar that you can build people into. This is part of our 331 system, is to invite people to come and to learn and to take the next step and to bring people with them. That's what we do. Again, we have an amazing product, and the way that this works for everyone to get people on the product is to learn how to share it properly and how to extend that out to people and to share the love. And that's what our business model is all about. Happy customer sharing with people that they care about. So that's why we share all of this together in this call twice a week. So invite people to it. This next call, or this next slide here, is how you get plugged in. This is our Facebook group where you can learn about upcoming meetings and things that are happening, celebrations, announcements. Of course, make sure you're in there, or your new team, and put your new team members in there. YouTube, of course, for all of the calls, and the playbacks are available immediately after that on YouTube. All about the patch, startx39.com. This website is being revamped again right now. So be checking in with that as you over this upcoming week or weeks to see lots more information and science and things about this amazing patch being added to that site. This is where we send everybody to learn about it, and then back to the person who sent them to this site to get started. And then our team business training site is build331.com. Everything you need. We'll talk about this as we get moving forward here. Everything you need for building the business, starting and getting going. And so that's kind of how that one works. And we will be putting those two slides up again at the very end. So let's dive into this information now that we've had this introduction, because it's time for you guys to get healthy. Optimum health and wellness can be yours with this new approach to improving the way that your body fosters the flow of energy in your body with phototherapy, with this incredible patch. And it improves everything because you're improving the entire voltage of your body and so much more. And this is going to affect your strength and your stamina and more. And if you have not been patched yet, you're going to want to get patched. And let me just tell you a quick differentiation of the types of cells that we're talking about as we're adding energy to the whole body, and just give you a little bit of framework here. We have basically cells that have already been differentiated into specific cells in the body, such as hair or skin or bones, organs, systems, all kinds of tissues. And so that pretty much is once they're differentiated, then those cells are there to maintain those structures, and hopefully they have enough energy to be functioning fully. And then we also have what are called stem cells. And stem cells are basically these universal cells that can become anything in the body. They're also considered pluripotent. They are shapeshifters. They are there to rebuild, regenerate, and repair the cells and tissues that we have. And so what happens, unfortunately, as we think really horribly, we downregulate our genetics, and the receptors on our cells start to shut down, and we start to lose energy at the cell and at the mitochondria. And of course, with toxins that we're taking in our food, in our air, in our water. And then we've got the medications that we're taking. And then, of course, we're taking supplements to help us to wake up, to help us to fall asleep, to have energy, to grow our hair. We're taking collagen to try to get it in our face and in our hair and into our bones. We're injecting ourselves with stuff outside of all these medications. We're pretty much loading up because why? Because we're aging faster than we should. And these are all the reasons why we're aging faster than we should. And so what's going on? Why is it that we have this cascade that we're not able to innately heal ourselves? We look outside and you look at nature, everything else seems to heal just fine. At the change of the seasons, you add a little water and some sunshine, and everything starts to blossom again. Why are we not? Again, we're toxic. We have toxic thinking. We have toxic relationships, toxic everything going in the body, on the body. And we're breaking down way faster than we should. Here's the deal, is that the faster that we age, the slower that we heal, and we are aging faster than we should. Hundreds of millions of people are experiencing symptoms of aging, and they're treating symptoms of aging rather than the cause, to be able to change the epigenetics, the entire environment around the body and around the cells, around the organs, around all the systems, in order to support its natural ability, its divine ability to heal itself. By age 30, half of your stem cells are active. Only half are still active. And by age 60, you've lost almost all of the activity. Again, these are the ones that rebuild, repair, and regenerate. So if you don't have these cells going out to go heal yourself, that's why we're aging faster. We're just depleted. And this is a big problem. So we're talking about this little patch called X39. It comes in this beautiful box, or a little package, excuse me, it looks like this. Inside is what's called a sleeve. It's got a month's supply of 30 patches in it. Here's how it works. It's made of organic nanocrystals inside of this little patch. If you take a little look at my screen there in the corner, that's only half of the backing taken off. It's formulated to activate a specific tripeptide called GHK, copper peptides. That GHK is first activated. It binds with the copper in your body, which we have to make sure we have in the body. And it creates this very amazing holy grail of anti-aging peptide called GHK copper peptides. What happens is that as we age, literally those GHK copper peptides and your stem cells are reducing at the same rate. They're directly tied together, and we can measure it. So as we raise copper peptides, so too do the activity of the stem cells that we have, as well as the proliferation of more stem cells that can be produced from already differentiated skin cells later down the road. Once you've been on the product for a while, using it, and have optimum levels of GHK copper peptides in the body, you've kind of gone around and done some healing, your body can produce more as you need it. It's amazing. And here's the cool thing, and that happens down the road, but within your first 24 to 48 hours, a third of your genes, your genome, your genetics the switching stations that tell your body how to work optimally or not, everything that's downregulated because of all the toxins making us sluggish, low voltage in the cells, not operating very well, aging fast, those same genes, a third of them reset to a younger, healthier state in your first 24 to 48 hours when you wear this patch. What? Insane. It resets, reboots your system, adds that energy and gets things moving again. How exciting. And as long as you're wearing this patch, it's going to hold those genetics in place like that. It's insane. So cool. And again, reactivates your own body's stem cells. How cool is that? So what's happening when you put this patch on with those nanocrystals, your body emits heat and it hits your body, your infrared spectrum, the heat, which is light, really, is reflected back in a very specific frequency back to the skin from the nanocrystals. And it signals your body to produce that tripeptide in the body. And it's called a phototherapy. It's a nanotechnology. It's considered a class, is it a class 3, class 1? I can't remember which class. It's a medical device. It's classified as a medical device. It's also patented by our United States. It is very cool. It is not a food or drug. Love it. Anyways, the science of phototherapy is called photobiomodulation. You're modulating the biological body itself, right, with light, photobiomodulation. This science has been around, the science part of it, for about 100 years or more. We've seen all kinds of different light therapies and photobiomodulation with lasers and red lights and blue lights and beds and things like that, all kinds of different things. This is just one that doesn't require a plug, and you can just stick it on your body, take it off. So cool. And again, it uses light to improve the health of the body. Of course, the technologies of using light are ancient. It's been used forever, different colors and light spectrums and so on for health, for modulating the body. So it's not new science. So how you wear the patch is really simple. You want to wear it for 12 hours on, take it off, throw it away, and rest for 12 hours, and then put a fresh one on the next day. I recommend you piggyback a habit you already have, like brushing your teeth, put one on in the morning, take it off at night. Really simple that way. You definitely need to drink a lot of water. The water crystallizes literally around the strands of the DNA, and they're like receptors, and with the light and all the activation, you need water in order for your body to really act properly. And not only that, but in your first couple of days, your antioxidants go up naturally. Your highest, your most important antioxidant, called glutathione, rises. Due to the environment changing from the patch, which is what's going to help you to reduce or release the toxins that have been stored in the body, which is really, really cool. It can help some people when they have a lot of stored toxins in their fat cells, they can even lose a little bit of weight. It's not a study that we have, but it's definitely something that can happen as you're releasing a lot of these toxins. But that's why water is so super important. Lots of it. So anyways, that's how you wear it. You just put it on. You can wear it in either of these spots here or anywhere on the body. Anywhere will do. It's just fine. If you find you have a little bit more energy from it, a little bit more than like it's uncomfortable, too much energy, you can just take half the backing off and wear it for a few less hours in that day, and then take the other half off and wear it for a couple more hours the next day, and just kind of titrate your way up. And likewise, if you find that it makes you tired, you can wear it at night instead of during the day. You'll probably find yourself switching back onto daytime after a couple of weeks or so once you normalize. But sometimes the body just wants to go straight into some deep healing. That can definitely happen. So again, these are the tripeptide. The tripeptide is GHK copper peptides that are elevated. It's clinically proven to provide the body with that health that you literally have not experienced since your youth. I mean, it's incredible. It's like truly age reversal. It's why I got so excited about it. And using this patented form of phototherapy elevates these, which is known to decline with age, that is directly tied to these stem cells. It's our first patch designed to elevate that. And it includes, again, the activation of these pluripotent cells. The benefits are unbelievable. I already mentioned the first thing here being that your elevation of antioxidants, but also that decrease in inflammation. Now, if you have pain in your body that's directly related to inflammation, you might feel this right away. It might not be right away. It might be down the road, but inflammation is chronic, and it's unfortunately systemic for many, many, many people. And it is truly at the root of, syndrome X or all kinds of different things, right? So inflammation is huge, as well as stress. And we'll talk about that in a minute too. But one of the first things that happens is a decrease in this. So when your stem cells wake up, they are attracted to inflammation. They want to go to those sites. If you have inflammation everywhere in the body, it's going to, they're going to be dispersed in the order of what is most important for you. That is the intelligence of your body. It took a long time to break down. It might take a little while to rebuild, and it will have its own way of doing that. So be patient, but be excited. Take a look at all the things that happen. More energy. So using X39 daily leads to an increase in cellular energy. We're talking every cell in the body. So you might notice that very first day that you're going to have more energy and more even energy. Wake up refreshed. You don't need that afternoon energy drink or coffee or nap. It's incredible. The energy is beautiful. Better sleep. Another thing that really happens quickly for many, many people, especially when that's dysregulated for them, leading to an improvement in the quality of sleep, the depth of sleep, the length, dreaming more. It's just amazing. And this was definitely one of those for me. And I had a real problem. I used to wear a Fitbit specifically to track my sleep. I was a little bit neurotic about it. It was so bad. And when I started using this for the first 2 weeks, I slept about 9 to 9.5 hours for 2 weeks. And then I normalized back down to about 7.5, but I was only getting like 4.5 to 5 before that. So that was huge. And I've been sleeping ever since. So that's amazing. Again, I've already talked a bit about pain relief. This could be dramatic. I mean, dramatic, like life-changing dramatic. It could also take a little time before that dramatic pain relief happens. It is unique to you. Everyone is so unique. And because this affects the entire body and the epigenetics of the entire body, it's what excites me the most is that we get to watch how it shows up for each person. In fact, I usually recommend that you grab 3 to 4 people and all get on it at the same time. In fact, when you see how to get started, we have like this silver pack that gives you 3 months supply at a time. If you can share with a few people and all of you do it together, I'm telling you, when you watch what is happening for everyone, you're going to hit up most of these things between 2 or 3 people. It's really, really, really exciting to see how it shows up, but different for everyone. So cool. Wrinkle reduction. Love this. Activating universal cells. Oh, I'm going to change that to stem cells. Excuse me. It leads to an increase in collagen in the skin. Who's taking collagen? People are slathering it all on. They're pulling blood out of their body and spinning it for platelet-rich plasma. And they're trying to get collagen and growth factors and all these things in their skin to try to look younger. It's happening with this patch because your body is producing these things. It's amazing. And that can really decrease the appearance of lines and wrinkles. But what is it doing in the rest of your body? It's the most abundant protein in the body. It's the building block of almost everything in the body. And so expect some cool stuff. This is noticeable specifically for wrinkle reduction between like 4 to 12 weeks. It starts to really show up. So if you're going to do it, commit. It gets better over time. Sports performance, especially as you get older, because again, if you remember at age 30, you're already at 50% less activity of your stem cells. By 60, you're at just about none. So you can imagine people over the age of 50 are having huge changes, especially, but everybody, we have so many people in sports that are really, really benefiting from X39. And that recovery too. So it's performance and recovery. Scar reduction is exciting to me because I actually noticed it happen. I got bit by a dog and I have a big scar on my lip and you can barely see it. I got it at 6 years old. This phenomenon called remodeling, which is the last phase in wound healing, is actually activated when you start bringing GHK copper peptides up in the body. And I mean, we're talking like I should have, at 6 years old, you would think I would have had enough to be able to do that myself. But no, it actually changed at age, I don't know, however old I was. I think I was 50 when I started. And so it just absolutely incredible. And so imagine like ropey scars or internal scars all over the body. Take a picture of your face from the front, both sides, take your neck, any scars on your body, take pictures of these things before you start on the patch, or take them now and continue and watch how these things change. Here's a few more things. Wound healing, 3 times faster wound healing when using this patch and elevating these growth factors that come from stem cells. Again, people are using biologics. They're using exosomes and stem cells that they're pulling out of adipose tissue and bone marrow and amniotic fluid embryonic cells. And I mean, there are all kinds of places. It's a very expensive treatment, and certainly you can get some great results and some varied results. Very expensive, and unfortunately, in most of the United States, a lot of these are illegal now to do in the United States. However, really cool, and I'll talk about that industry in a moment. But if you're pulling blood out and all these things out of your body in order to re-inject them into different areas, or to help with something like wound healing, why wouldn't you use something like this first to change the quality and activity of what you have before you pull them out? Or if you can't afford those therapies, which are in the high thousands and thousands, then this might just be your solution instead. So again, wound healing 3 times faster, youth renewal, age reversal. I mean, hello, how exciting. All kinds of different parameters that have been tested to show age reversal, like I can't even remember, I think it's like 6 months or 6 years younger after 6 months on the patch in terms of something around the heart. I mean, just, I don't even know. I shouldn't be saying these things probably. We have all kinds of studies that you can find for sure on our startx39.com. But these are just because we're resetting the genes in the DNA to a younger state. I mean, we really are looking at reversing the clock, which is so exciting. A lot of people find hair regrowth, especially right around 3 weeks. You can start looking for that. Not everybody, but a vast majority for sure. All kinds of different conditions that I can't really talk about specifically because, again, it's changing every cell. It's changing the voltage and the flow of energy in the body. And then, of course, your ability to heal and regenerate and repair all are improved. So it's just exciting to see how it shows up for people. It sounds like, how in the world can one little patch do this? The patch isn't the magic. It's literally, it's like going out in the sun and producing vitamin D. And then over time, you're building up enough vitamin D so you don't have depression and everything else that vitamin D is important for. This is just a tripeptide that we were not able to create in our own bodies due to our environment and due to the way that we are. And it is literally what this was created for. It took 10 years and $4.5 million to create this little thing, right? That's a lot, but it's because of the genius of the man who created this, that he knew that if he could crack the code on producing GHK copper peptides in the body, that we had the holy grail here. And we really do. So let me just tell you one other thing, or a couple of things here that are not on this slide, that really are probably my favorite part about what this patch can do for people. And that is what it does for the brain and what it does for the nervous system. So the autonomic nervous system, your fight flight response of your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system comes into a balance, which means less anger, less triggered, just less stress, less of that angst, right? So a lot of those lower levels of the consciousness scale where people are getting triggered and just fight or flight, cortisol dumps, all of that comes into a balance, and it's so fast. And it's something that can change relationships. It can change the whole quality of your life. Just that in and of itself, to me, is priceless. And excess cortisol constantly in the system is also a huge precursor to so many disease processes. So something to really look at. It also helps to balance the left-right hemisphere and the communication. So cognition, memory, clarity, focus, all these different neurotransmitters that improve your mood overall. Serotonin, melatonin, so you're sleeping better, GABA. I mean, it's like brain food. What your body does, again, is miraculous. So I think that is, to me, honestly, that is probably some of the most life-changing. I don't know why I feel that way so much about the brain. It's probably because I work so much, around psychology and mindset. It can change people. It really, really, for the better, for the better, for the better. It's so exciting to me. So anyways, really the benefits are endless because we don't even know what all else is falling apart for each person, right? The immune system. And I mean, the coherence also between the brain and the heart. I mean, that it's almost like you put this little patch on and you get an elevation in consciousness. Oh, cool. Love that. Okay. So yes, you can have these benefits and more because we can reactivate these cells, and it's affordable, and it's literally helping your body to do what it's naturally meant to do as it acts younger and younger and younger. I just love it. All the information, again, this site is being revamped. It's going to have more information on it coming again soon. Start X39.com. This is where you can send your friends and family and other people. It will not lead to anybody's specific website. So get back with the person who sent you to this website, or make sure you follow up with anybody you send to it. If you're just listening in and you want to send it to a friend and you're not already part of our team, then make sure that you let the person who shared it with you know that you gave this website to somebody else, so we can follow up and help them get what they need to make a decision for themselves. This whole call is about helping you to make decisions for yourself about whether this product is right for you, or this business opportunity is right for you, or the people that you want to extend it to. That's all it's about. You can do whatever it is you like. We just want to make sure you have what you need. So I mentioned a little bit about our founder, David Schmidt. He's our CEO and inventor. Amazing guy. He's got over 130 patents on his patches. We've had a bunch of patches that he had made in the past, but when this one came out 4 years ago in 2019, early 2019, it changed the game, and it changed the focus as well. And this is really has been the granddaddy of all of these things. Of course, this is a patented product, which I'm so excited about. And the company has grown so much since. But let me just say that this guy, scientist and inventor, truly a tech, he's just amazing. He's so smart. Two-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. Speaking of international, we are open in over 75 countries. The company is 20 years old. Okay, just about 20 years old. So longevity, really key when you're going to get into, or you're looking into a company. We are proven. But check this out. We went from 20 million with the other patches before to 320 million in the last 3 years since this one came out, because it's that good. And not only that, but because we focus only on this one product, at least this team does, because it does so much. And we want it to be affordable and simple and easy to share. If people want to learn about the other patches, they certainly can, but this covers most of those things. And you can certainly, like I said, learn those if you want to, but we want to keep it simple and affordable, so that, and easy to share. And that's what, look at the growth. Look at the growth. It's insane. And in fact, this summer, within a 1 month period, the company had a 30% growth jump in 1 month. That is amazing. So timing is incredible. This, again, is a patented technology. It's not a Me Too product like most companies. In other words, company's doing this, let's produce one like it. No, we don't do that. And in fact, there's nothing like this on the market. There's transdermal patches, but this one doesn't put anything into your skin. It doesn't put any chemicals into your skin. In fact, you can wear it no matter what you're taking, with the exception of active chemotherapy or an organ transplant. You can wear this otherwise. So it's not doing, you don't have to change what you're already taking or using or eating, or it's not another supplement to swallow. It's this really cool little sticker. Love it. But guess what? If you're taking something to wake up and to go to sleep and to have energy and to grow your hair and to thicken your hair and to thicken your skin and to help with your pain and your inflammation and all the things, well, guess what? You might not have to take a lot of those things, because your body can probably handle a lot of it. So you can start paying attention to things. You can probably save a whole lot of money. Whoopsie, went too far. So I wanted to just, again, I already talked a little bit about this industry, the biologics and stem cell industry, but I just want to say about those therapies before, where, we're pulling out all these different growth factors from stem cells and exosomes and PRP and blah, 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 all that stuff. They're becoming more and more popular. People are traveling around the world to get these therapies. Again, I shouldn't say too much about their effectiveness or not. It's just not consistent. Let's just put it that way. However, they can be helpful. But just know that if you're going to inject a whole bunch of growth factors and stem cells into one area of the body, like let's say a knee or something like that, you're trying to reduce inflammation and to bring growth factors and healing and repairing and regenerating to that area. If you have systemic inflammation all over the body, those cells are going to migrate a little bit because they're attracted to inflammation. They might work there for a little while, but they'll start to migrate. That's why the results are not systemically forever. It's kind of like a nice boost, but using something like this at the same time is really helpful. I don't need to go into all that. I just want you to know about the industry, because the industry is hot, that people are realizing the importance of healthy stem cells and specialized growth factors. And the industry is exploding from 200 million. It is expected to hit 30 billion. So again, the company has got the longevity. Our founder is incredible. The product is unique, incredible, it's patented. It's just so awesome. And the industry is like all the pieces have come together. And those, when you have all of that together, the opportunity is just ripe. It's just ripe. And so time is now to make your move. If you want to make a move, it's still like we're in 75 countries, but still wide open. The growth is huge. People are hurt, they're learning about it, but oh my gosh, there's so much opportunity here. So the possibilities here, look, if you are excited about the product and you know of people who can use any of these things that we talked about, then this could be a move for you. It could be to just share with a few people. It could be for a whole lot of people. There's no expectations. Basically, I'm going to show you how to get started on the product in a moment. And I want to show you how you can get some pricing with our wholesale brand partner kits, so that you can consider for yourself, should you decide to start sharing down the road a little bit, that you would be set up to where you'd be able to get something for that as a thank you, basically. But you can also take a look at this as a business opportunity. As soon as I saw this, I was like, are you kidding me? I saw the business, the opportunity, the company, the product is just, I was like all in 100%. And I'm all about helping people. I want people to reach their highest potential. And if I can do that with their health or with an opportunity like this, that's what it's all about. But again, there's no expectations. So consider this for yourself or anybody else that you know of who could use a little something else, whether it's a time for their family, or I mean, there's so many different things. It really takes a call with the person who invited you here to really kind of explore what would make this meaningful to you. What are some of the features that we have that would make it great? Like some time, a little extra time, that flexibility, being able to do something from home so you can homeschool kids or something that can overtake a job that you don't like, or maybe you don't want to drive your car into the ground anymore with that side job and you want to do something else. Or you might just want to, you have a networking, you've been networking before and you can see this opportunity. Maybe it's just for paying down some extra debt or something that you can pass on to your kids. There's so many things. I could just guess, but get with the person who invited you here and explore that. What is most important to you? Because that's what's going to motivate you to go and reach out and tell people about something like this that can really, really, really move the needle for them. So everything about our business model and how we do what we do is on this website that this team has created. This team is the fastest growing and the biggest team in the company. It's just absolutely incredible, headed by Onyx Cole and her leadership teams that are just going nuts. And everything that she's done has been created in step-by-step system in this website so that it could be duplicated by anybody. Obviously, there's lots more training here, and everything that you would need is here to dive deeper than what we're doing here today. So write this down, build331.com, and you'll find all kinds of great information in here and really step-by-step training that you would want. But just know that your sponsor and the people that are in this team, the way that this is formulated, the way that this whole compensation plan is set up in the organization, the support and the training is just bar none. I mean, you just get everything that you need to get the support that you would want. So getting started real quick is very simple. You can start with a 3-pack, a 5-pack, that'll give you an extra bonus of one of the other sleeves, or a 19-pack of the X39. So if you want to buy whole or just retail, you certainly can at $149.95. That 3-pack, you can get 3 for the price of 2. So that's perfect for like you and a spouse or somebody else in the household or a friend or something to get started. We recommend that you have an auto ship of at least just one X39 per month right after you start with this, for 30 days later, because you'll probably find that you're going to want to start sharing with people. And we want to make sure that you are set up to be able to turn that wholesale kind of into more of a brand partnership. It's the same account, just with a little bit more focus on actually sharing with people so you can make some money. But you don't have to. Again, that's just, if you want to. But that starter pack is a great way to get started. Again, 3 for the price of 2 at $299 for 3. The business builder is 5.5 sleeves. So you get 5 months supply plus one of the other sleeves bonus. Love this one for a family or also for getting started with the business. If you want to sample some, maybe sell 1 or 2 packs or grab a few friends and all get started together. They can all kind of pitch in together and then you can all kick in. They can get started with you and you can start to build a team. That's really fun with the business builder. With the gold, this one we recommend a 2 X39 auto ship, because then you're set up to be able to go all the way to the top of the marketing plan with that gold and with the 2 and not leave a dime on the table. And we love that. So the business builder, that's called gold. So consider that one if you do have already a vision to do the business. You can also bump up from silver to gold if you want to, after you've gotten started. If you see the vision for it, or you have a storefront and you want to sell maybe one out of your sell them straight out of your storefront, like maybe you're a chiropractor or you have a hair salon or something like that, maybe a med spa. These are great opportunities to be able to sell them right off the shelf, and then be able to get people enrolled in our programs or different ways that they can get started as well after they bought some there. Otherwise, for somebody like me who was already in networking, I bought this because there's a couple of reasons. You get the best pricing, first of all, $84 a sleeve. And then I was set up to not have to get an auto ship for the first 3 months. And I was also set up to be able to get paid the highest amount of what are called product introduction bonuses for the first 3 months. And because I was going to be inviting other people to come into the business and build with me, this gave me an opportunity to basically upsell sleeves to them, help them get started, and help them to start at the same level. And I was making my investment back really quickly. It only takes 3 people coming in at Diamond with you to make your entire investment back. And it's a write-off. And I just had that business mindset. So you can get all the supply you need for sampling, for selling, for getting your business started at the best pricing without needing an auto ship for 3 months, and maximizing how much you get paid back. That's why I love the Diamond Pack. You can also, again, upgrade to that when you're ready, and you have a number of days. Oops, I just hit wrong button. And you have a number of months, to be able to really maximize on that and grow your business. So again, get back with the person who invited you here to learn a little bit more about the right start for you, but that's kind of an overview. And then to wrap up here, we're going to just talk a little bit about the compensation plan, which is really exciting. There's a few ways that we get paid. I mentioned that you can buy this for retail at $149.95, that you would make a retail profit, the difference between the wholesale and the retail. You get to take that home. And there's also a point value that goes with that, 77 points. You'll learn about that in a second. So if somebody comes in at the silver or the gold or any of those kits for getting started with a brand partnership or a wholesale account, then you also can earn that product introduction bonus. So that's basically 2 different ways that you get paid, where you sell something and you get paid. It's like linear pay. This way that you get paid with this compensation plan that you're looking at here is basically the second way we get paid, which is to leverage. We build 2 teams to leverage our business. This is where we get paid what I call mailbox money, right? Over time, where you start getting paid passively by helping your team be successful and sell and move products. Then we also can get a portion of that in commissions. So I mentioned a point value. Everything that we sell, every single sleeve, has a point value to it. We are a very legitimate company and we sell products. And so the points that are attached to the products collect every time a product is sold. And so when we have a left team and a right team, every product that's sold, the points will go into a virtual little bucket of points that just adds up for the left team and for the right team. And so as those points reach a certain ratio of 2/3 on one side and 1/3 on the other, it kicks out what's called a cycle bonus. And so more and more products are sold and more bonuses are kicked out. And those bonuses max out at $25,000 per week. So as your teams grow, and products are moving and people are loving them and they're on their auto ships and they're selling more and people are coming in, you can earn a lot. This is called leveraged pay. And really what you're seeing here is your left team and right team. The main basic thing that we want to do is get to the manager level, which is you at the gold level or above, like I said, with an auto ship of 2, you and maybe a spouse, or you and one to sample or something. And then you bring in 2 people on both teams, 2 on each team, at the level of silver or above, which is the 3-pack, and on an auto ship also, at least 1 sleeve on their auto ship. So if you have 2 people on each side with at least that 1 auto ship, and you're at gold or above with your auto ship, you are a manager. And if you are a manager and then you create managers, that's what we do. We just continue to create managers all over, and then you will move up that marketing plan and be able to earn a lot more. And that's basically what we do. And just learning how to help people get there is kind of that main model. And so again, that maxes out at $25,000 per week on that type of pay of the points just kicking over. Now, here's the other thing is this 3rd level, which is considered legacy pay, is where you can get paid a matching bonus, which is an unlimited income potential, where the people that you bring in directly, that you help make those cycle bonuses, whatever bonuses they're making, if you make them directly and you have this little qualification of being a manager or above, you're going to earn 25% of their bonuses. Not of theirs, but on top of. So if they make 100, you're making $25. If they make 10,000, you're making 2,500. Okay. So we help them be successful and we are successful. That goes down 2 more levels where you can get paid 20% on that, on who the people you directly sponsor bring in under them. Their first level, if they're earning cycle bonuses, you can earn 20% on theirs. And then a third level down from there, another 20%. Again, there's a couple of different qualifications. I'm not going into it here. It's all in build331.com. But just know that this becomes the lion's share of what you can earn over time. And this I've never seen anything like this. It is so generous. So generous. And here's the cool thing, and I want you to visualize this, that as you recognize you have a vested interest to reach down into your team and help pull them up and help them be successful. We want people to be more successful than us. It's so opposite of corporate America, where that little pyramid, nobody at the top wants somebody to come up and take their job. This is exactly the opposite. We want to reach down and build people up and help them be better and help them reach more people and to grow as leaders and outperform us, because we all win together. And then we have as many people up at the top as possible. There's room for everyone. It's so beautiful, this marketing plan. I just love it. Okay, so again, just the importance of being on this monthly subscription. I've already mentioned this. You just want to make sure that these buckets stay filled with points. If you don't have that subscription, they can dump out. And if you recognize the growth that I talked about, you might be put in and there's more people that are being put in underneath you by the team above you, because you're going to share teams with people. We all share. And if there's all these points that are collecting and then you don't have an auto ship, you're basically throwing away potential cash if you decide to start sharing, or if you are already sharing. You want to make sure you keep those auto ships on. You're going to use the product anyway, and you certainly can sell it if you need to, or sample it out. That is super important. So I just needed to make sure I clarified that. So all of that, more information, of course, is going to be on your Build 331 website. So you can see that. More about the product itself, startx39.com. Again, here's that slide for you to take a quick screenshot if you need to find where you can learn more and have all of these calls and get plugged into the team. And again, this last slide about the different calls that we're doing every week, more always around. And again, there's so many trainings also in that Build 331 that are not on the weekly schedule that you can dive into and get more in depth on how to do things and to get creative, and also to build yourself as well, to learn some new skills, and to just become a better person all around, because who you become in the process of growing a business like this is absolutely phenomenal. The most incredible people that I see in this business. So I want to thank you again for your attention tonight. I got really excited because we could talk about stem cells tonight, and I love that. And so I appreciate your attention. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your holiday season. Happy New Year. And I will see you again. We are not going to have calls next Monday, again, because of the holiday. We'll be back next Wednesday with the launch lab and the opportunity meeting again on Wednesday. And then, of course, the Saturday business building meeting. I'm not sure if we have one this week. I think we do, but check in the Facebook group. All right. Thank you so much.